At Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On play action, here's Tua. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnose perfectly there.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Tua now on 1st down. Oh, he stays up. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Brian Burns. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The kick by Sanders is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Newton. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department, as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To a fast pass outside complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there for the Dolphins.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Two are going to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack down to the 16-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Forced out to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will tie things up at 6-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Here's Newton. That caught by Tremble. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd and 7, Tua got a man, and he hits him in stride. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take.
And you know every drive with a kick, because you know the field.
From now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and yesterday's action. A bit backs him up to 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Dolphin first down. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Man open is Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down, because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Tua. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Working with a 2nd and 3. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. There's Tremble, the tight end. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Newton. He finds his man complete. That's Nicholson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Now Newton. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. Touchdown, Carolina. For a tight end, he can definitely definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free. This time, the extra point up and good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Phillips able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. A throw over the middle, taken in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Out of the gun, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And it's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Robinson's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Tua sets up to pass it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Tua. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page. Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. He'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent. And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Come on. Right there.
Play action. It's Newton. He finds his man complete. That's Nicholson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction? I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
20.
On 2nd down and 4, Newton. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Newton. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
And these guys certainly know hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On first down, it's Newton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. On 4th down, Newton. He finds his man, complete. That's Nicholson. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. McCann's got it teed up. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Tua on 4th down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Two and a throw again. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Tua. Touchdown! Robert Tunyon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The Dolphins as they'll head to the sideline. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Newton to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. McCann's got it teed up. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina.